Today's episode of The Bald and the Beautiful are sponsored by some wonderful companies, HelloFresh, Rocket Money, and Noom. We'll tell you more about them later in the podcast. With HelloFresh, you get farm fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. Skip trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That's why it's America's #1 meal kit. With HelloFresh, eating well in New Year can be stress-free and delicious. With over 35 weekly recipes, you get options you're looking for to help you achieve your goals. Choose calorie-smart and carb-smart recipes, or even customize select meals by swapping proteins or side, upgrading your proteins, or adding proteins to a veggie dish. And with fast and fresh recipes, HelloFresh's latest line of meals featuring robust flavors and filling portions are ready in less than 15 minutes. Enjoy taste and quality done quick with recipes like falafel powered bowls or seared steak and potatoes with béarnaise sauce or Southwest pork and bean burritos. Y'all know the Tanksleys love HelloFresh. We cook these meals. We get them delivered every Sunday, and that means I have dinner plans and recipes Monday through Friday without me having to worry last minute trying to throw something together. With HelloFresh, meal prep and planning is the easiest I've ever experienced. So go to HelloFresh.com/TBTB21.
TBTB21.
And use code TBTB21.
TBTB21.
For 21 free meals plus free shipping. Again, go to HelloFresh.com/TBTB21.
TBTB21.
And use code TBTB21.
TBTB21.
For 21 free meals plus free shipping. That's HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. What's up, everybody? And welcome back to That Chick Angel TV for another installment of The Bald and the Beautiful. We are joined by the ghost of Kevin Fredericks, a.k.a. Kev on Stage, by his lovely wife, Melissa Fredericks, also known as Mrs. Kev on Stage, and by my handsome husband, Marcus Tanksley, a.k.a. Marcus Ain't on the Gram, Tank the King Heifer. So, before we jump into what we're doing, because we're doing some thought-provoking questions that I found online that I thought... I know this is your jam.
I love it.
Melissa, love a good. Let's get deeper. Some are like, some.
I'm about to take this shoe off.
Take the shoe. First of all, you did not come to play with us today.
Listen.
With the olive and cream?
Oof.
With the olive and cream?
Thank you very much.
What is
Olive and cream? We've done olive in June.
Olive and June, all right.
Oh, yes. Fingernail
Coffee
polish.
and Cream is a movie on Netflix. Not very much good.
Not very much good. So we're going to do a little bit of updates because the Frederickses don't vlog. So y'all might not be knowing. Y'all don't know what's going on in their life.
Vlogging is hard.
I'm over it.
Vlogging is such intentional work.
I love it.
I can do a lot of things. That's why there is no masterclass section on vlogging. Because I'd be like.
I do not do. I love vlogging. Sir. So.
Forgetting
What?
to vlog.
I know, and it
That'd be
pisses me
so
off.
hard.
That's the only part of vlogging that is difficult, is getting him to do it.
I do it. I'm in there. I remember.
That's how I was when I was trying. I would be good. I could only vlog when it's something exciting that I'm doing. The hard part for me is creating this narrative or taking along my day when I'm just going about it.
The mundane life
It
part.
don't seem. Gabe and Babe,
Oh,
they
they're
are
excellent.
They
outstanding.
know how to make
they know
boring
how to-
well worth watching.
They be like, I'd be like, yo, I'm fully invested in this.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, we going to Tokyo? Vlog.
Yeah.
Easy. Hey, I'm going to shoot podcast. Come along with me. This
And
is
the-
boring to me.
I will. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, baby.
I will complete something, get done with something. It's like,
That's what I
why
do.
didn't I vlog none of that?
That's exactly what I do.
Is that what you
Then
do?
I'd be like, so here I am, fam. Just got done doing it.
You're the king of just got done.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hey, I built a house from scratch
You know
over the
what
last
was
6
really
months,
smart
guys.
to record this.
Yes. That is Marcus. Marcus is quick to just do a car. See, I used to let him get away with car vlogs when it was him working a 9 to 5 because his commute was really all he could vlog. I'm like, oh, so you don't have 9 to 5. You have to vlog your actual in the day. And he'd be like, I
Sitting
know.
at the computer,
Yeah.
typing.
All you got to do is
What's
stop
up,
them
fam? Over here typing, reading again.
Over here typing is hilarious thing to vlog. Over here type. So if I was vlogging yesterday, I would have said, okay, I'm going to just try and think of if I could be good. When I was on the plane, I noticed by mistake, I don't know if anybody's ever noticed this, and I'm going to try and look for it next time. I was washing my hands
Inside the bathroom?
inside the bathroom on the plane.
Awful.
And you know what I hate? the trash is like a snapback.
Yeah.
So I wasn't paying attention to where I stepped, and there was a little lever on the ground
That made that open?
I stepped on it, and the trash opened.
What?
And I said,
This
hold
better
on.
not be in every plane.
Now
It
my
can't
life's
be.
goal. Because if my whole life I've been trying to, I don't want to touch
Touch
nothing
it
that
there.
people touch. So I would lay it on
I
there
use my knuckle.
and try to do it quick. And so I would have vlogged that and then been like, life hack, right? I would have vlogged when we got in LAX.
Oh, this is your whole would have been.
This is what I'm trying to think of. LAX, they had a Martin Luther King
It was
table.
terrible. It was racist. It had 2 or 4 printouts
matter
up
what,
on
I'm not gonna
paper,
remember.
and one of them
They
little.
had printed out 6
boards
pictures
with letters.
from Martin Luther King, a little board that said Happy MLK Day with the little letters on it.
You see?
They stuck it under the stairwell and was like, all right, look, have your day.
Oh, yeah. Now, see, I worked out at LAX. I was contracted out there doing construction. I done worked with some of them people. Now, they got a lot of high positioned black people.
Do they?
However, they got even more high positioned white people. Now, I tell you, a lot of them folks out there in their organization is racist. They could have did
right,
something
man.
big.
They could have.
They do
They didn't
something
want
big
to.
for
That was the thing. If
Halloween.
you're not going to do it, just don't do that, period.
At all.
Yes.
What else would have been in your
Okay,
your
so
vlog?
then boom, I got home. Melissa's mom was there.
Miss Mary's in town.
She left
Yep.
today.
Oh,
She was in
How long
town.
was she here?
I would have vlogged that.
Basically through the weekend, she wanted to go to church. She went to go see her little internet pastor for y'all that watched Gin and Juice. And I have to clarify that because people seem to have thought I meant she dated him. I don't mean that at all.
who's our internet pastor? Or do y'all not saying?
I don't want to say.
Okay,
In case
okay.
I have things to say.
Right.
Yeah, I have lots
Yeah.
of things.
Okay. Ken,
But yeah, she wanted to go to his church.
Okay.
Like to attend, not
to
because
experience
correct.
it. Yeah. Got it.
Then we had me and Melissa talked about some new merch ideas. Mel and Greg came over. The baby had some sunglasses on.
Oh,
was
dear
cute.
baby.
Monty licked the baby. I told him we black.
I know, just hearing
I
it is
basically
great.
vlog in my stories. I just
I
don't.
literally was about to
Chop
say
it
that.
together.
I don't chop it together. I used to do that, and I told myself,
Now Instagram will ask you if you want to.
and it actually does a pretty good job.
Too much though.
Yeah.
Be like, turn this store into a reel. I was like, this
No.
is like my shoe.
they're like, no, reel it. Make it a reel.
I actually decided that a vlog. I had told myself this is a thing that I just won't be.
Yeah,
well
okay.
at.
Yeah, you just decided I'm not doing it anymore.
I just can't remember.
me
I do
too.
so many things. I'll try to make great stories and stuff and do time lapses. Even did a time lapse. Would have been great for a vlog. I had a great one going in Atlanta airport.
You enjoy time lapses.
Oh,
you
time lapse and
vlog well.
blackbirds.
You
I do
vlog
like
good.
Yeah. If I could commit to it, I don't mind it. Truly, I really don't mind it. And when we go on like trips and stuff, I will pull out the vlog camera just because I like to capture the moments. But other than that, the reality for me is that sometimes it gets in the way.
So
When
Casey
I want
Neistat
to
said that.
do things like cook, or like the other day I was like, oh, I should like vlog this little cooking thing that I'm doing, and I just be like, I gotta remember to reposition the camera. I gotta do this.
It does add time.
presentable.
The good
And I don't-
vloggers have it
I
make
don't
it second
have-
nature.
I'm not beyond making it second nature. You have to create your day to allow for the flow time that is vlogging. And I often know that I need like 2 hours to get dressed. If I'm going to shoot,
Yeah.
I need 2.5, maybe 2:45. I
That's a
don't
good
always
point.
include that extra half to 45.
Just moving the camera around
Oh,
or making sure it's like properly lit or properly clean. Because if you're gonna vlog you cooking, then the kitchen has to be in a presentable state. If you're just at
we
home,
don't be caring.
yeah.
It'd be like, you gonna get this mess. My only problem is I'm usually rushing. I'm usually rushing or running late. And so that, like, if I'm trying to yank Amar up out of the house, I can't hold the vlogging camera at the same time. Yeah, it'd be too much. It'd be too much.
If you're not a vlogger where you like integrate it into your life, I do feel like it's much harder.
Yeah.
So Casey Neistat, he's a white dude who sold his company, I believe, YouTube company to CNN for like $20 million. He vlogged for, I want to say, 800 days straight or 600 days straight. 800 days straight. And he just I watched the video on what he learned from there. And what he was saying, he does. Like, if y'all watch a Casey Neistat vlog, you're going to be
I've watched it
because he's a
before.
filmmaker.
Yeah, he's amazing.
He
It
would
is
make it
like
seem
the,
like what we're doing
the
is
best
Yeah,
you
yeah.
could be. Like, the dude has an electric skateboard. He flies a drone and gets himself on the drone, films himself while skateboarding and on the drone. So he's going to Brooklyn for the day. He'll get a drone shot of the Brooklyn Bridge and then time lapse it. And I'm just like, okay.
Not even legally, you can't fly drones in New York, but he's just like.
He just did his stuff.
If
What
no
he
one
was
catches
saying
me, is it illegal?
Right. That's how I approach the world. But he was saying the one thing he learned about vlogging is he missed, and I'm not saying this is anybody, but I just thought it was interesting. He was like, everything becomes content, so nothing became sacred. When he was in the moment, he would end up being like, instead of just experiencing the moment, he'd be like, oh, this be perfect for the vlog, and he would end up vlogging it. But the flip side of that, he was like, I captured everything. Like, when Jay passed,
I was going to say, there's a double-edged sword. to
YouTube was like, oh, we are so sorry, but remember his birthday.
Right.
And I was like, I'm so glad Melissa, see, I always want to say taped.
that. I know, me
That's
too.
that 90.
Oh, say it.
I say
Record.
tape.
Oh, I stay taped all the time.
I can't let that tape go.
No, it was taped for
And
sure.
when the Tokyo vlog comes up, the first thing I'd be like is, look how little JoJo was.
Yeah. Oh, that's the best thing about YouTube to me is that I have been able to document my children growing up. There is
Yeah.
no way I'm going to forget. And if I did, I can go back as long as YouTube don't burn up all my stuff.
Just think about that the other day.
I wish I could find a way to easily download everything to a physical place, but I'm not gonna do it. But so catch up time. Sorry, because we've been all over the place already. So since we last saw you all didn't have, well, Melissa didn't specifically, but there was one
Are you
dash.
okay, Melissa? She's looking
I
at
was
you
no,
like,
I was trying to figure out where we were going.
She held
I
up.
know.
Melissa looking at you like, bitch.
No.
She's like, what didn't I have? Because I have all things.
No. I was just trying to figure it out.
That's so intense.
Marcus furrowed up his
know.
brow right
He's
here.
like, what is it? There are a couple of titles that Kevin and Melissa have, right? They are business owners, right, of a very successful business. They are social media content creators. Kevin's a speaker. Melissa's a host. They had New York Times bestseller as one of their titles, but since we've seen them, Melissa added and Kevin added some more. NAACP nominated in 2 different categories for Kevin and a category for Melissa. How do y'all feel about it?
Is this live? I feel good to be nominated. The competitive part of me is like, I cannot lose again. So, not vulnerable, but clarifying clarity moment. The first time I went hard.
Yeah, you did.
I was going against Tab. I put this in my comedy video, but it's the truth. I went hard. Then I lost to Tab, which it was okay. I wasn't tripping. I was like, nigga, once Tab name came up on the nominations, I was like, dang it.
Yeah.
Before it was like, who could they put
We was
in?
literally watching. It was going one by one. It was like, okay, we got a
Kim
chance
could
to
be
get
third.
there. We got a chance.
Kim could be
Then
third.
Tab
Kim
came,
could
and we was
He's
just like,
Thing is, when Tab's up there, it's almost like everybody else just filler.
oh, and I still
You
went
have to
hard.
compete.
And Tab was so sweet. Tab was. I forgot about this because I was watching the vlog of the NAACP party. Tab was there,
Yes.
hanging out with us. We did the voting video together.
That's where y'all's friendship began to bud
It
when
really
she
did.
was getting ready to take you out. She's like, I want to be your friend,
So the
even though I
second
want you to
time I
lose.
was like, I'm not. I should beat these people. I don't have to do nothing, and if I don't, and then I got even more humbled the second go around. And I've told the story about how LaRon Hines won, and I thought I was gonna win, and the production assistant had slipped up.
That hurts my heart.
And I did that when they said the winner.
When
Even though
Lisa
my name
get
don't
ready to
start with the
record.
K.
Oh man, I had it.
The funniest thing about that is, Liz, it took her so long to put it down. She was like,
Oh no.
It took me so long.
Because we was vlogging that night, weren't we?
Yeah.
Yes. I
That's the
vlogged
slow
the whole.
descent.
Yeah.
You had both, actually.
Yeah, she was ready. She was gonna get every angle.
For Angela.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, she was like my baby.
I just knew.
The
And when you lose and to not look like a sore loser, you have to not look like a sore loser.
And then
So
I
you
tried to
just-
dap him up.
he
And
left
he
you
didn't
hanging.
see me. No, I
I mean, like
We were sitting
Nah,
right
he saw
next to
it.
her.
I
He saw it.
I said,
Sitting next to his mom.
oh,
when I tell
You
you,
see it when he walked past all your hand, he was like,
this nigga here, he don't know Jabril. And the
it was
funniest,
no
the part of the story I remember the most is me and Melissa immediately left.
Sure enough.
Went to a restaurant
Sure
nearby
enough.
and was like, drink the poison. I mean, we was
taking them back.
steak and whiskey. And I don't even drink whiskey like that. I was like, what are the men with haggis? Just have a drink. Give me grandpa's old cough medicine.
Oh no!
So
You know what'll
I
help
was
you this
so
time?
hungry.
Do a dance on TikTok.
that's what I need to do.
Yes.
I just want to rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I promise God, you keep posting that. I bet you get some votes. Melissa, join you. I bet you y'all will win.
I've never seen
Just
Kevin
with
move
tears
like that.
coming out of my eye and my nose bleeding.
I'm telling
I'll
you,
do
though.
anything.
I'm telling
Please.
you right now, though. I mean this very sincerely. Dear NAACP, if Kevin does not win this year, do not add his name on the ballot, in the room where it happens. Take his name, throw it into the sea of forgetfulness. What you will not do is continue to tap dance on every field.
Either
She's
give
like, but
him
you're
an
not-
award or leave him out of
Or
it.
leave me be.
I
Don't
mean-
do me like that.
I mean that so sincerely. This is 3 years. And then I'm gonna let you do that. But then to have found out that low key y'all created the award because of Kevin,
Yes.
and then have been able to get
It's because
end
they
right
do it
now.
by votes. If
I
they
don't
would
care about the
just
Take the vote out.
Ain't nothing in the
We don't need democracy and everything.
Ain't
Pick
nothing in
me.
the United States done on moral high ground. Cut it out. Make it be what it needs to be.
You know what?
Or take his name out.
I've been watching this documentary on FIFA. I'm gonna start
Oh, I
bribing.
started it.
It's good.
I know. Oh, I want to watch
I'm
it.
gonna start.
This
I'm
battle
gonna-
be
wait a
personal.
minute.
Y'all just need to do
I'm
what y'all
gonna
need
find
to
out
do.
who's on the committee and who
Oh,
be
I
clicking
know.
the boxes. How does $5,000 sound to you?
I know who the committee is.
Give me the names and the addresses.
I want to know.
And their likes.
I'm not.
And
I'm not
We just-
campaigning. I am
we just roll
threatening.
up in the back parking lot.
And I got to tell
Let me
y'all about the
talk to Ian.
podcast thing. Hold on. First, though, you know what's good?
Where's Ian?
Rocket Money, okay?
I would use that to. Well, I don't know how it works.
Wait a second. If your New Year's goals are managed by your budget, by you budgeting better and saving money, you need Rocket Money. Okay, Rocket Money, if you all don't know that name very well, you probably know what they were formerly known as, which is Truebill. It is a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps you lower your bills all in one place. Over 80% of people have subscriptions they forgot about, like that streaming service you bought to watch just one show, or that free trial that you never even use. Rocket Money will quickly and easily identify your subscription for you, so you can stop paying for those that you don't want. Rocket Money makes canceling subscriptions as easy as a click of a button. Simply find the subscription you don't want and press cancel, and Rocket Money will cancel it for you. No more long hold times with customer service or tedious emailing back and forth. Over 3 million people have used Rocket Money and saving an average person up to $720 a year. Let me tell you, there are so many subscriptions that I have that Rocket Money helped me get finished with. I remember there was a boring time in my life where I was getting all these stupid apps. You know how some of y'all still got that dumb AI app that then took your money?
Linza.
Okay, there it is. Get Rocket Money and have them help you get that up off of your phone, get that up out of your life so you can save money. And it's just a click of a button. It makes it so much easier. Stop throwing your money away, cancel unwanted subscriptions, and manage your expenses the easy way by going to rocketmoney.com/bald.
Bald.
That's rocketmoney.com/bald.
Bald.
Rocketmoney.com/bald. So I found out more. I don't know if I want to go back to you, Melissa, but I had, I don't know. We talked about this on Here's the Thing. I submitted Here's the Thing for an NAACP Image Award nomination, and we didn't get it. And I find out from somebody on the committee, they were like, why don't you all submit y'all's podcast talking about Here's the Thing? And I was like, it was. And now I just found out more than likely it was some sort of glitch because they're like,
They
no.
never received it.
They were like, we did not see it. And I was like, no, y'all took my money.
It costs?
Yes, these things cost.
Count the votes.
No, they cost.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'll tell you
Tell
later.
me after.
Yeah, they cost. And it wasn't so much that what happened though, Melissa. I was like, oh, we didn't get it because I put us in the wrong category. Because initially I was going to submit all of the podcasts, but it was hard to figure out what category we each belonged in. Which I found out after the fact, the one I did wasn't the best one. It still works, but we wouldn't have won against those people anyways. Anywho, anyhow, how do you feel, Melissa? A lot of people in our chat did not know that you were nominated for Best New Author
Yeah.
for their wonderful book, Marriage Be Hard. Were you surprised to see your face and name?
Yeah, we actually didn't find out, but through our editor, he stays up on all of these things far more than we do.
Man.
And so he just sent us an email and tagged the team or whatever. So that was really cool. It was very exciting. It is very exciting. I have my own, like, I be having to go through things, y'all. That's all. I just be having to go through and like cycle through to allow excitement to come out of me. You know what I mean? Like I'd be like, oh my God, like this is like, what does this mean? What does this mean for me? Like, what is this? How did I be having to go through a lot of stuff. I don't want to say I'm live because I don't want to get it. But like it'd be a lot for me to like fully embrace this type of recognition. If that makes sense.
Okay.
I was thinking about, not the same thought, but I was thinking about that. I was trying to tweet it, but it seemed like too many words, and I don't know if a lot of people experienced it. But since the podcast is easier to have these conversations, I was thinking, does Hollywood, or just maybe even life, when you be like dreaming of stuff, like full disclosure, working on doing some more merch stuff that is bigger swings than we've been taking. And you know me, every idea I've had is the greatest idea I've ever had, supersedes any idea I've ever had until it doesn't work. And then it was the dumbest idea I have. And why did I have that idea? So I started to get excited about it.
Originally.
It was my idea originally. So I started thinking about this idea and I got super excited. And then I was just like, it's probably not going to work. What if it doesn't work? What if I do all this and it doesn't work? Dreams don't die. Remember that one?
The one.
The one, but with 3 shirts. That ain't even the one. That's just one of a couple of shirts that didn't sell even. Well, actually, my first Dream Chaser shirt. Remember this one? That thing didn't sell one, and I'm not even.
People send you more. They may get
I
their own made
mean,
and send you this.
Marcus. The thing was up for months, maybe even a year. And the one comment I kept getting, is this Muslim? Because the C was backwards to look like the moon from Moonlight Picture from DreamWorks.
From DreamWorks.
And people was like, I can't get it because it's Muslim. I was like, it is a C. It's not. It's a backwards C for the moon, for dreams. So I found myself being excited and then tempering my own excitement. It's kind of with this NAACP thing as well. I'm going to go hard. I'm going to do my stuff. But if I end up losing again, then it turns to like,
I'm withdrawing your name.
don't put me, just nominate. I want somebody else to get the excitement.
Yes.
I can relate, as usual, relate to Melissa on
Yeah, I was
that.
about to
If
say
it was
same
me,
thing.
I don't know what you're going through, but if it was me, I wouldn't be able to celebrate a nomination until I knew the results of the win. Even if I lost, I would go back then and celebrate the nomination.
Yeah, I mean, it is cool to be nominated. Like, I do recognize, like, that's
To me, that's
freaking
early
awesome.
celebrating
Yeah.
for me.
No,
Yeah.
and it is. You know what I mean? Like, it truly is worth celebrating. I have to go through a, like, okay, if I gave, like, a little bit, right? I always find myself making sure that I am able to stand on Melissa's 2 feet. Like, that's always very important to me, to like feel like I can stand on my own 2 feet. So when things happen for us together, I always find myself, what's the right word? Minimizing is the correct word. I always find myself minimizing my portion. And I will and I don't even mean that shadily, because you know one thing about me, I'm gonna be like, first of all, Kevin did that, don't do me.
Listen,
okay, first of all,
when I got
that's
nominated,
Kevin,
we had
period.
that party like we
Listen.
Black tie
Listen.
event.
we had a
I had on caviar.
Marcus. I look back at that when I was going to do that thing, and I watched that video with a full smile on my face. I said, my wife...
Set it out.
I won.
That was an Oscar. That was an Oscar Golden Globe double nomination.
I cried way more in retrospect than I even realized. I was like, you was up there really going through it.
You were tore up.
I was
And
in
Jay
there
too.
crying for Melissa.
Jay was crying.
Because Tony kept being excited that I was crying. But in my memory, because of Jay, I was remembering that's why I was crying.
Yeah.
But that was just the third or fourth time that I was crying a lot in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But before that, I was really like, dang, Melissa really made it seem like I won. Like, you wouldn't know I didn't win from that dinner.
Yeah.
And we had plates, menus.
What a name. I think I still got my name
Yeah,
thing
we
with the
still got
plate
it.
on it. I was like, with the
we
menu
still
on
got
it.
it.
Yeah.
I said, ooh,
great.
this is
But I
acrylic.
think but I understand Melissa's sentiment. I still understand, like, one thing I'm trying to work on in life, in personal life, in marriage, is understanding that the way I do things and process things isn't the same for everybody else, right? So somebody else might be equally as, the competitive part of me is what makes getting nominated a lot be like, if I'm not gonna win, just take me off, because I hate losing more than I like winning. And that's why when I'm playing sports, a win is never felt good. I mean, a bad loss had a more intense feeling than a great win.
Yeah, I get
you know what I'm saying? That's what Kobe is. That's how JoJo is.
Yes.
And then Isaiah, I don't care.
I'm the same.
Melissa, the same. They do not care. Joe and Isaiah on the same soccer team. Their personalities were never more obvious than the playoff game. They are obviously going to lose. Time is running out. JoJo was playing his heart out and crying, and Isaiah is standing in the shade, saying, we're yelling to him, get the ball. And he was...
It's hot.
It's hot over there. It's hot where the sun is in the middle. He was like, if the ball comes to this shadowed area,
I got this area
I got
right
it.
here.
The shadow area was a
It's
little
on lock.
20.
Tree.
And the sun slowly moving. He just inching over it.
The shadow of the tree.
And it was like, even as kids, that was super obvious, because Isaiah was in flag football and he
Same.
would not take his hands out of his coat pocket to tackle anybody. He would run alongside them and smile. So that he's just not going to have that experience. So I said all that to say, I'm understanding my wife's feeling, because we're processing the same award very differently. The same nomination.
Yeah.
From
It
the
would be- it would be us too, the same way.
Oh, and I would have been like, we celebrate. But from the outside in, this is what was confusing for me, but I understand now, is because we experienced your glee for him. I was like, we're doing it for Liz.
I am such.
Not for me.
No,
no.
yeah.
That's
I was like,
I am such.
NBA. Me, no.
I was like, we can't get a drink.
Hey, shut the
Y'all gotta give me a minute. You gotta give me a minute. When it comes to Kevin, I will, like, there is no limit. Like, for me, like, there is, because I see how hard he works. It is hard for me to recognize that in me. It's hard for me to recognize it, appreciate it, see it, like, amplify. It's hard for me to see that in me. So when things come up, listen, that's why Stephon Lewis, I love him and I hate him at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
I can't stand him.
His
most
posts
of the time.
Imposter
come out
syndrome.
of the phone to me.
Oh,
and
my
they
gosh.
go into my soul.
Oh my goodness. That is a real, and the thing about it is, I know we're always on his, hey, listen, there's a lot of us like me, but we be on his Instagram like, ooh, like we didn't need that energy today. But sometimes stuff like really hits me, you know? We could do an ad because I'm about to get real deep in a minute, but we were just in our
Pick one. Go ahead.
therapy,
Pick one.
in our therapy session, and my therapist literally was like, girl, you're just really, really sensitive to life. Things just affect me, like, they just affect me in a way where I feel this very deeply. And so sometimes I just need a moment. So I can, like, girl, like, you deserve this. It's okay. Like,
You deserve
you worked hard for it. And I have to go through that process with myself in order to, like, appreciate it on the other end.
Well, yeah. Well, once
Is
you
it ad
finish,
time?
just let me know. No, it's not ad time.
Girl, I bought 30 of Stephon's books.
Oh, okay.
No.
30 or 50. Someone just asked me that I'm gonna give out to y'all. I think about 30 or 50 of them. I don't
Oh,
even
that's
remember.
amazing. So that's the update on the Fredericks. Congratulations,
Thank
you
you.
all, for y'all's NAACP
Can we
nomination.
take 2 minutes So
Yeah, we're
we
trying
just
to
need
do
to do
something
this,
in this.
and it's
Okay.
not okay.
So we're gonna pause the podcast, y'all.
Sorry.
I don't want to lose the NAACP award. I really want to win. What I want to do is lose weight. That's the truth. It's not about the numbers. It's about how I feel. It's about having to go to put on jeans. You know, it's about belts cutting into the top of your stomach, leaving a little imprint. That's all. I don't have to lose 50, 60 pounds. I don't care about all that. But I would love to not go, I would love to not have to take my belts out, undo them, unbuckle them when I sit in the car, undo the top button, wear sweats. I don't mind sweats, but I wear them a lot because I don't want that feeling at the top of my jeans. That's why I love Noom. Noom make me feel good. And Noom is a psychology-based approach, okay? That's why they always say losing weight starts with your brain, man. The program helps you understand the science behind your eating choices and why you have cravings. To date, Noom Weight has helped over 4.6 million people lose weight and feel great. Everybody's journey is different. Me, Marcus, Angel, Liz, Joshie, Fred, Terrence Howard, we don't have the same experience. And Noom understands that. That's why the scientific principles like cognitive behavioral therapy are so important to help you understand your own relationship with food. Ja Rule's relationship with food is not mine. I can't have a program that works for him or Dwayne The Rock Johnson or Kelly Price or Kelly Kapowski. I need the one for Kevin Fredericks. All right? Now, I want you to stay focused on what's important to you with Noom's Weight's psychology-based approach. Sign up for your trial today at noom.com/TBTB.
TBTB.
That's NOOM.com/TBTB.
TBTB.
To sign up for your trial today. And check out Noom's first ever book, The Noom Mindset, a deep dive into the psychology of behavior change. Available to buy now wherever books are sold. Okay, can something happen?
Those cravings be crazy though.
You had a lot going on right now.
Can something happen in your mind where it's
cravings.
you
had
have
a lot going on.
The things start to say Noom.clam. The words in my mind
It's
emerge.
because you kind of started earlier. You said something like weight loss, but it came out like closs.
I said
or
craving.
something. Oh, that's it. That's what it was.
And then I just started getting nervous. I started getting hot. I need to find that
You're
that
one of the
ad.
best readers I know though. Like what's
Right.
going on?
It's only this ad. I have some traumatic experiences.
Bless
with that
your heart.
Noom.clam, Noom.slosh. I wake up in cold
It's just
sweats. I wake up in
slosh.
cold sweats about that
Wait.
doggone ad.
Is this live?
Is this live?
No,
Is this-
I
is
need
this-
to find that on TikTok because that thing was, boy, I laughed at that a lot.
The one and only announcement I have before we jump into what we're supposed to be talking about is that the short film that I'm the lead of, look back at it, the teaser is up. Somebody
nice.
thought that the whole thing was up, but the teaser is up
Nice. Where can we watch it?
on YouTube, and I'll have to put it in the show notes of where you can watch it. I watched it for the first time this weekend, and I was so nervous. I was like,
Why were you nervous?
I've never been number one on the call sheet as a lead in anything that I did not produce. And it was like, I could blame something being sucky on a lot of other people, but the script is good. Everything was good. So it was like, so if you suck, it's you suck.
Your fault personally.
There were things that I would have probably done differently now looking at it. I'm so used to be the
You watched
comedic.
it?
I got to watch the whole film.
How long is the whole thing?
How long was that, babe?
It's short.
It's
It was short relative because I was expecting.
11 minutes 44.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be here for about an hour. I was expecting like part 2, and I was like, oh, that's it.
I was like, I'm so used to being the comedic sidekick that I was really like, okay, hone in on the fact this woman has a journey. You need to be grounded. And so I shied away from what I naturally bring comedically, and I wish I wouldn't have shied away as much. But other than that,
Is it comedic short?
it's like a dramedy.
Mm-hmm.
There was
There were
actually
definitely comedic parts that were meant to be funny. So
I was actually supposed to be the comedic sidekick, but after me and the writer, creator, and director of it met and talked, she was like, actually, I would love to see you as the lead. And I was like, Okay. All right, let's do it. So once I have the information, y'all, I'll make sure y'all know. But it has been, see, I'm afraid I can't make some announcements of certain things that it has, certain film festivals it's got into. So I'll just shut up until I know I can say it. All right. So as the Bald and the Beautiful continues throughout this year, I was like, oh, let's start getting to know each other even better. Like I said, we've been doing this for almost 2 years. So I pulled some thought-provoking questions.
I know that's crazy.
I know.
The pandemic has warped my sense of time.
Man.
It's crazy.
Me and Melissa was talking about this last night. We was trying to figure out where we went to Christmas
2018.
2018. And we was like, we went to Christmas. It was like last year we visited them, and it was 2018, the last time we had visited in person. And that still feels like, that ain't but a year or two ago.
Yeah,
that was a full-on 5
years ago.
Yeah.
You do have an update.
I do.
The doors are installed.
Oh yeah, I installed the door.
You did it or Home Depot Lowe's did?
Nah, I ain't letting them touch my
I
door.
didn't remember which one it was.
Yeah, felt like all of the
It was
people.
Lowe's, but I installed them with all materials and tools from Home Depot.
Yes.
HomeDepot.com.
You should have logged that for a brand.
Oh,
He
no,
did
I-
vlog
no,
it. It'll be on
yeah,
Tanksley TV.
it'll
Thank
be on
God.
Tanksley TV. Yeah, no, I got them in. I'm painting them now.
Nice.
That's why I'm so sore and hurting.
You can put doors in?
Like literally.
That was, I learned it as I was doing it.
Oh, you hadn't done it before?
I ain't never hung no doors.
I used to hang doors
Shut
back
up,
in,
boy.
back at school. I worked for
Nice.
doors.
My knees,
I worked
my
for
back.
doors, guys.
Did you paint them too?
I'm painting them now.
Oh, you
Correct,
paint them
you
after
did
you
just
put them
say
on?
that.
Yeah.
Why not before?
Because they'll get
They'll
dinged
get
up
scratched and
as
dinged
you
up.
installing them.
Everybody knows that with tools.
All right, everybody,
The
look
dings
at
is what
you.
gets you guys.
Look at your question.
Is it for everyone to
Why
answer or
nobody
just
knows
you?
that
I don't
know how
know.
to do
Let's see.
stuff.
Because you might
'Cause
have a
you do
question
stuff,
that you
Kev.
want
We just
somebody
don't
else
want-
to answer.
yeah.
Did you look at your question?
Yeah.
All right, Kevin.
Yes. You wrote in cursive.
Oh, did
Fun story, real quick, before I read my question.
I was going to say this.
Were you?
Yeah.
We went to get our children their passports renewed. And when it comes to Isaiah, he's at the age where he
has to sign
signs
his
for
own.
himself. So the lady says, sign your name in cursive? Sign your name in cursive for your signature. And Isaiah's like, what? She's like, print your name in cursive. And he's like,
Print your name in cursive.
or sign your name in cursive. And he's like, I never learned how to do cursive. So we're like, can he just write it? She's like, no. It has to be signed. Legible, because my signature is not legible. It's just like, yeah. So Isaiah had to
Learn how to.
he had to pull up
She had the thing.
like an app or something?
No, it wasn't an app. It
It was like the phonics thing. Like when you
Yes.
teach kids to write cursive like we did.
Yes.
So he had to he took like 20 mintes.
Bless
because you
his
can't
heart.
print your name. It
No.
has to be in cursive. Dog. He was so frustrated. He was like, why do I have to do this? In my head, we were like, they really, in him, nor Josiah. They're like, nobody made us. learn how
Sai
to do
and
cursive.
Kai know how to write their first name in cursive. Little Marcus, he's got elementary block letters for his. And his idea of a signature is not putting his last name. That is
That's
him
the boys
signing
too.
his name. But yeah, a lot of kids don't know how to write cursive. All right, Kevin, let's start with your question.
All right, my question in cursive.
Say it in cursive.
Okay. What is something? What's something you do differently than most people? The most.
You do the most.
I do the most differently. I would say I probably go, for better, for worse. I'm not even saying this is always a good thing, but it is a thing that I do differently than most people. I go from idea to execution rather quickly, to the detriment of people around me often. If it's in my idea, like I was saying earlier, if it's my idea to do something or somebody's idea that I've accepted as my own and adopted as my own, I'm like, it's the main thing I got to do now. It's all I think about, and I'll get it to fruition. I very rarely have projects that I want to do that don't get complete, whether they're done well
or not.
They gonna be done. So like with Churchy, other people might have just been like, this is a sign for me to just stop. I not do this no more. And I'm just like, okay, lesson learned. We trudge forward. I think most people probably think their things through longer, plan, strategize, then execute. I go from idea to the first step rather quickly.
You all are on the exact opposite end of the spectrum with that. Marcus will sit in the strategy plan, as you all saw with him and Greg in that wall for Let Us Tell It.
That wasn't that. No.
He said you can't put that all on me.
You can't put 75% of that on me.
Greg is low-key a perfectionist too.
Yeah. Greg was changing his mind over and I said, this is happening today.
But I mean, you still do
But
take
no,
a lot.
I will strategize on stuff, and then it comes to a breaking point to where it's like, oh no, it's getting done today. I don't
Yes.
care what it is.
It's
It's happening today. I don't care if I'm up till 3 a.m. I'm gonna do this because I've been sitting on it for too long.
What do you do
It's
differently?
like a roller coaster. It's like a
Once you get to that,
thinking about it, then
you do yours twice.
come to that peak, and I'm there.
Answer Kevin's question.
What do I do differently
Than most people.
Than most people? What do I do differently from most people? I don't feel like I do the same as most people. Yeah, I don't.
Do you have an answer for that for you, Melissa? While you think
I do probably do this the same as most people, and that is overthink.
You think most people overthink?
Oh, for sure. And if not, it's too bad. You should join me.
He said, I'm having a great party, this party of one right now in my brain.
I think I probably, especially in a room of people I don't know, I enter the room differently from people because I'm analyzing the room and the people in the room.
Immediately.
Really?
Immediately, yes.
Immediately.
Interesting.
Like I'm reading body language. I'm reading
Body language.
conversation, the energy of conversation. Why is a girl sitting in the corner by
is me.
herself? It's just like I'm just analyzing. the whole
We had a situation happen where this guy and this girl ended up hooking up at an inappropriate time.
Mm-hmm.
When I tell
You
you,
seeing that stuff too?
when I watched it flourish,
Unfold,
I watched
yeah.
it all unfold from beginning to I knew it, and I told Kevin and Mel for that. I don't know how Mel missed
And
it
Mel
too.
usually be on it.
She usually spots it real quick.
And I was like, y'all didn't know it was before we even had knew anything had happened. And they were like, no, I didn't see nothing of that. Weeks later, we found out, and they were like, how did you? I'm like, I'm so surprised you guys didn't see this. It was like right there
I
in
am
front of us.
completely unaware of most things about myself and
That
the world.
feels so true.
I'd be like,
Was unaware of that massive light walking past.
I just a bull in the china shop.
Marcus called you a hippo in heels, in high heels. He said he has the elegance. Oh no, the nimbleness.
I just be
It is
So
a
this-
skill I wish I had though.
what? Do you not self-aware?
I sometimes I become so self-aware that it becomes critical.
Paralyzing.
That sometimes I wish that there was a shield sometimes too, so that way I could just go through life like
I remember I was
That's
talking to
liquor.
Tony Baker.
oblivious.
That's liquor.
I
Drink
need it
some.
every day.
Yeah.
I need it every day.
Tony was talking about, because I always have my shirt off and stuff, and he was like, I'm not even as big as Kev, and I'm not comfortable with my shirt off. If he has that comfortability, why should I be worried? And I'd be like, and I was just watching this video came up on YouTube, this beach gonna get whatever body I give it.
Oh yeah, that's
And I'm like, no matter how big I am or will I be, I will never have no t-shirt on and no water. My body is y'all problem. I see it all the time. I'm not going to be disgusted. Melissa took this picture of me this morning. I can't share it with y'all because I just had no bottoms on. I had a hoodie on because
Why?
Because she texted me this morning. She said it's giving Winnie the Pooh.
because my hoodie was yellow.
I had a yellow hoodie on because my pants were on the side of the bed that I was going to wear.
Puts on the top first
I know,
though.
it's unusual, and I don't usually do it. So
That's
the way
the answer.
the way our house is set up, the bathroom is here, the closet is off of the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
My pants that I was gonna wear, I put them on the side of the bed because I
Mm-hmm.
only put them on because Melissa's mom will spend the night. Because usually I go downstairs and I be having my body in the world and I get my juice.
Body in the world.
But she was there, so I put the pants on. So I only had them on for 30 minutes, and then I was gonna get them and go work out. But I got the hoodie first, and then I went to get my gloves, and I felt her taking the picture, and I caught it.
Gloves.
because it was cold outside. So I got the
Out here.
It was 37 degrees, and I got the gloves with the technology piece on
Oh,
it,
so you
could
can
text.
on the phone.
'Cause you know,
I
they
wore
make
pair of
them.
gloves in California.
Yeah, I had them on.
You'll be well, yeah,
Yeah.
you used to wake up
was
early, but go
cold.
ahead.
So the crazy thing is about the picture, with just bottoms on, I was like, first of all, my legs look amazing.
the only
My
thing
legs
he
were
saw.
strong. My butt
the
was,
only thing he knows.
I was cut high, and I knew I wasn't tripping because that line was like, it was so much. I wanted to share it with people.
It was like, I
No.
look all right. You can see the bottom of his
Dog,
cheeks.
my legs are so defined in this picture. I mean, you can literally see muscles. Oh, I said, first of all, you're thinking the right way. You understand me, young man? And because I had my shirt on, the negative parts of me were covered up. And my leg was covering my meat, so you couldn't see me. My meat was going this way, and the leg was covering it. So it looked like I was doing it on purpose. And I was like, this is a great picture. I wish people could see how strong my legs were.
Oh my God. This don't make sense at all.
I'm going to put some underwear on the picture fake and show people how good my legs look.
Did you had on
Because
the
you're gonna
hoodie?
have
Don't.
more
Why
questions.
did you had on the hoodie? and
While
no
you're
draw.
walking
Like,
around, exactly, with the hoodie on. I actually think you went to the restroom
I
and
did.
you were coming
that's
back.
some strange stuff.
It was
was
I
strange.
remember one time.
I looked at it a lot this morning. I was like, your
I
legs look good, Kev.
I remember I was a teenager. We were shopping, and I walk into the dressing room. I try something on. I'm excited. I'm like, oh, it was some pants. So I'm all excited and grabbing all my stuff to walk out the dressing room. This is in Macy's. I never forget. I get halfway through that department before I realize I forgot to put pants on. I had on boots, socks, drawers, jacket.
You didn't have your own
I
pants
forgot,
on? You was walking around
I
that
forgot to
store?
put them back on.
How? You think I'm weird?
I was 14. You was a grown ass man.
Marcus.
You got a 14-year-old.
14-year-old is 28 back in the 60s. You could have had a full job.
I'm talking about me at
The word-
14. I was this height, but I only weighed like 75 pounds. I'm talking about yellow skinny walking through. I was like, oh.
What made you? Oh, you just looked down and saw kneecap?
I just looked down and I realized I'm like, those are my calves. Because
So
it was
nobody
winter
even
time.
stopped you.
It was winter time. Didn't nobody see me. Luckily, I don't think.
No, somebody saw you.
Somebody did.
Oh shit!
Them little yellow
They went to
legs.
get
What is the
security.
process of putting on your shirt and then socks and
Because
shoes
I was trying
and
on
no
pants. I was trying on pants. So I took them off. I was excited. I just grabbed everything in there. All right, put my
So you didn't buy
my
the
boots
pants.
on. Look, my feet's big.
I think
had
he's
to-
probably trying to find his mama to be like, I got some pants.
I got what I
You had
needed.
pants in your hand?
I had the ones I tried. I had the 2-3 pair I tried on and mine draped over my shoulder, walking through.
He was just throwing pants on his shoulder.
I did it recently, but I did it on purpose. Was you there when I walked out my drawers? Yeah, because I did it for you.
Yeah,
I
I'm
just
trying.
walked all out the dressing room. I
I was like, yeah, let's
In the
get a
store?
oh
discount.
yeah, this is recently. This is like in November. I ain't care.
Let's get a discount. God dang it.
Look at these thighs. Squatting.
Read
That's
your
funny,
question.
man.
Mine is this
hurt
currently
me.
like in relative to what it used to be? What does your joy look like today?
Oh,
Yeah.
good question.
So relative to what it used to look like?
No, just what does it
Oh,
look
what's my
like?
joy look like? My family, man. My family, my boys.
She's still laughing at your yellow skinny legs.
That man. It looked like Big Bird walking through that.
yes.
Because you know back then I wore baggy clothes, so my jacket and stuff was all big. Hanker for a hook of cheese.
Gee, oh yeah.
So my joy, yeah, my boys being happy, my wife being happy, them seeing us live out dreams that we didn't know we had, and knowing that they can do the same thing.
That's your joy.
Yeah, that's my joy.
Melissa, what's your joy?
My joy today is probably similar to that. Seeing and watching. I find a lot of joy in like seeing other people getting their vision fulfilled, like seeing their things come to pass.
Yeah.
I just recently, when we did all that stuff for my dad, we even did a little bit with my mom. It wasn't quite the same because it was raining and we went back to work and stuff. But
Your damn panties.
There you go.
that is hilarious. But being able to like give back to my dad, literally called me again.
Man,
last
he
night.
He
will
just
not
loves
stop.
it. Man, y'all
Literally,
gave him
again.
what he needed.
Last
He will not. He is, and the crazy thing is, he is equally as genuine, if not more, with every. It's like he is at home thinking about how great it is.
No, I
He's like,
literally
I
think
gotta
that.
call her.
No, I
What you
literally
got to think
that.
about? How old is he?
He'll be 60 in May. I'm gonna throw him a really big party, and I'm so
He'll be
excited about
60?
it. He'll be
Your dad
60.
is young.
Oh yeah, they're young. They had me at 18 and 20.
Oh, both of y'all have young parents. Okay. Yeah, but to imagine that you
Imagine what
live.
people around him are hearing. He's calling you.
Oh, I know.
The neighbors, everybody.
You know he done told everybody
Oh,
at
he
the
done went
mailbox.
down that block 100
He done went down
times.
the mailbox.
And my dad is full on in retirement life, so they're in Atlanta. They just had that hurricane. Yes, just
Yeah,
recently tornado. Thank you.
tornado.
I was like hurricane. I don't remember which one it was. And because him and his wife travel so much, they like palm trees. So they had palm trees planted in their front yard. The whatchamacallit came, snapped it.
Oh no.
This is all the rage in my dad's world right now. It came through and I got to figure out, and the lady came and we had an HOA meeting. The people are mad and we got to figure out how to and she charged us $3,000, Melissa. And I'm just like, this is what's happening in this must be
His
very
neighbors
nice.
is he's living in the neighborhood
must be
app,
really
but,
nice.
but not online.
He just be all in the HOA business. My dad is a full-on black Karen. Like, he is completely for this fence is not up to code.
Oh
literally
yeah.
speaking.
Oh,
my
yeah.
God.
What I was about to say is him being 60 and you all gave, like most people think they've lived their best years already. You all gave him like the best day of his life
He's just
at
getting
almost
started.
60. It's 60. Yeah.
And the crazy thing is, we didn't even go crazy on the hotel.
No.
Like, it was nice, but it wasn't like he act like we stayed in the best the Aria has to offer.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But to him, it is the best hotel on earth.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Kevin, what's your joy look like?
I would say, I was thinking about this the other day.
Tell us more.
I'm going to. I was thinking, I'm doing basically what I dreamt of wanting to do as a kid outside of being in the NBA. That's the only part that was different than I anticipated. I wanted to travel, be in the NBA, and get to see the world. Basketball part didn't work out, but I am able to do something I'm good at for money and travel, create memories with people I love. I think that probably is joy. Is making things that are interesting to me and fun, that express my creativity in a way that feels like it, as opposed to like I'm doing this for money, and I'm doing this because I have to, or I want the money. But creating for creating's sake is fun. And then like traveling, I think about that Egypt trip that we went on, and I was just like, man, that was such a cool experience. So I think joy for me is that, because I think Melissa's dad was saying this when he was over. He was like, I can't buy y'all nothing, because y'all just have everything, which is not true. There's plenty of things we can be bought. But the experiences of like seeing him have such a good time is part of my joy, if that makes sense.
And it's little stuff too. I bought, which was so small, but I bought Kev's parents robes for Christmas, and I got them personalized. They were so happy. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. They were just, I mean, you would have thought it had a designer logo on it. Mm-hmm. They were just so freaking excited about it.
Yeah.
It's very exciting.
All right, Melissa, answer your
My
what's your
question
question?
is,
Wait, did everybody answer what is joy?
I didn't. My joy. Yeah,
And
it's
you didn't
probably-
answer the first one either.
I know, because
You're
we
not just-
running out
I
of
don't
we be
care.
running out of the time.
We don't need the time. We could do another question next time.
No,
we're
we
done.
did all the ads.
Yeah.
We had the top and then the two. Oh, God dang it.
What do
I'm
you
going to
do
do an
better than-
insert. I'm going to do an insert. Somebody remind me to say what the ads are. I usually do it. I got all discombobulated. What do I do differently than everybody else? What I do, I think I'm a friend different than everybody else, than most people. And I think I can say that fairly just based off of my friends. I think I do friendship a little bit different. Like that's going to be on my tombstone when I pass. Thank you for being a friend. That's what's going to be on
Thank
there.
you for being a friend.
Where did we just play that and was singing it?
And then what is joy for me is making people happy. I mean, I get to see it mainly with my family on a regular basis, but like, I like making fun content because I like to know I made somebody laugh. I like, being at my son's schools and like volunteering because I know it makes them happy to know that I'm showing up. And then I like me and Marcus went and did this whiskey tasting yesterday for Uncle Nearest. And he had luckily I didn't annoy him even though I was so drunk. He had
That was great.
He had a good
Angel
time.
don't get that drunk a lot.
That
She gets
whiskey.
slightly tipsy. That tipsy was in her, and she was looking at me and talking. I was like, this girl.
And he got to drink what I couldn't drink because I was like, it's
That's
just
where your
too.
eyes gloss over.
They was gloss. She was smiling for no reason.
They were like, what is the after note of this? I said, dragon. The after note of what I just
They
tasted.
said, the other two things,
Dragon.
I can't remember what it was. She said, pain,
Pain.
and fire.
I was like, that's what
was dragon.
dragon. They said, what do you smell? I was like, envelopes and fingernail polish remover. It was just so strong.
Can you really taste afternoons, Marcus?
Yeah.
Really?
I tasted burnt.
I can never taste
I
any.
never
You tasted burnt.
When we was in Napa, and that was like, y'all don't taste the currants
Now,
and the cherries.
wine
I was
is,
like,
wine is a lot more complex. I can't taste all of that. I think
okay. In whiskey,
honestly, I
you
be
can.
thinking they bullshitting.
I was like, dog.
Yeah, whiskey, bourbon, I can definitely.
No, I can taste it in wine. Yeah.
You can taste specific fruits.
Like plums and dark cherry, yes.
I can't.
It's different when you know what you're tasting too.
That's what I
Ahead of
almost
time?
want to single it out though. I want a Wayne. I want a wine where you single out like this is this note, this is this note, and then you can. Then I could pick it out. It's like it's almost like perfume actually. It's like the notes in perfume.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can
Once
smell that though.
Yeah, I can smell it now because I've trained my nose like, oh, this is what I'm smelling. But with wine, I just be like, girl, it tastes sweet.
Did you make perfume at my house?
No,
Oh.
that it would be fun.
We made, I had, at the holiday party, I had a station up for you to make your own
Oh, I
perfume.
missed it.
And it had the different notes and the middle
Oh,
note,
that's
base
fun.
note, top note. I'll probably do it again. Okay, read your question.
Ooh,
Okay.
that's what you smell.
Huh? Oh, yeah. Good thinking, Josh. Thank you.
What would you
Producer
do
talking.
differently if you knew nobody would judge you?
Ooh, I didn't think you would get that one. This is a good
What would
one.
I do differently if you knew nobody would judge you? What would I do differently if I knew nobody would judge me? What would I do differently if I knew nobody? Oh, I would be Cinnamon. What you talking?
I was waiting for a stripper.
Yeah, I would be a stripper.
Nobody would judge you.
No, I would judge me.
That's more so of what
Kevin's
your
like,
issue
no,
is.
right now.
It's not the other people judge.
I forgot you
give it
were
a
a
whirl.
person that could possibly judge yourself.
I would
yeah.
totally would judge myself.
Okay, but if you have to, if you remove,
people
so
up, Kev, like,
that's what
so?
you would remove is your judgment more so than anybody
yeah,
else's.
I'd have to remove my own judgment. Yeah, I would have to remove.
So you have the cinnamon of cinnamon, or you would strip.
No, I would be in what's it called, Magic City right now today.
Yeah. No, that would probably possibly be my answer.
This is
no.
you know what's funny about that? This would be an interesting movie idea too. Everything Everywhere All at Once. Do you remember, were you paying attention to that?
I don't know if this is a movie or a book.
It's
movie.
the movie with the Asian people.
It's about the multiverse.
Okay.
So basically the whole premise of this movie is like one decision, one this,
Butterfly effect.
butterfly effect. And in another universe, you exist as that person.
Okay.
Wholly. So whatever person made you not cinnamon or decision or thought, whatever that is, in another universe,
She exists.
You are cinnamon.
Got it.
But
got it.
versions of you,
Got
right? It would be interesting to see what was the thing or things.
I would have to still be in Ohio.
I often think about if you
Yeah, I
never
would
left
have to-
Ohio, you
I
would
would
be a
have to
different
still be in
person.
Ohio.
You would be smoking
Yeah, for sure.
literal cigarettes.
Yeah.
She would be smoking. She'd have Newport shorts in her purse right now.
You, Kevin.
Cuss.
I knew it. I was going to say, if you don't say that, then you
I
are a
would be
liar.
cussing free and clear.
If nobody
Like
would judge
Angel
you.
in the workplace comedy. People would be in the comments like,
It's too much. It's not funny. I'll be like, fuck that. I was like, y'all better be glad we done filming because I would go back in
I
and
was
just,
literally thinking I'm glad that she ain't seen this.
yeah. Oh, I saw it.
But well, before we had chances to shoot more. Because I be thinking it's hilarious. And that's also what I like about the joy of my life. Because I am Kevin in Kev on Stage, if I think it's funny, it's in. There's no one who can tell me, like a network can't tell me no. If the team is like, nah, Kev, nah, then they'd be like, okay. But somebody who I don't respect can't be like, no. Because that's what used to happen in my jobs. People who I didn't think was funny
Would tell you.
they would have to say so. And I'd be like, you lucky this is your money.
Right.
Because this is whack. But I'd be like, let's leave that in. Bloopers. Don't add them later. Put them at the end of every episode. Lisa smacked the crap out of me, and it was hilarious. And it hurt for real. My jaw was clicking.
They need to put all them times I didn't want to do that.
I know. You can see it in the bloopers.
I know.
You were like,
I was.
your
like,
face was so
This is
funny.
not it for me.
He's like, I don't
yeah.
want it. I don't want it.
I have sawdust in my eyes.
I bet. This
It's
sawdust
over
all.
driving me
That
It's
happens.
all.
You got to keep your goggles on, Mark.
They were on, man. It was flying up. It was
Because
like a cloud. I know
I
he's
can't
an
tell you how
asshole.
many times
It's
I've
all
had
in the
sawdust
garage.
in my eyes.
What would you do?
What I do differently if nobody one was judging me? Ooh, judgment from others I tend to ignore.
I was about to say.
do you-
I
is
was
there anything
about
in your
to
life that-
say.
I've been trying to think. 'Cause I don't be giving a damn.
He don't.
That came from your soul.
I don't.
I
man.
really don't be caring at all.
Marcus
If I
is.
could care less, I probably would, but I don't think it's possible.
Sweet.
Yeah, I can't think. I've been trying to think since she read the question. I don't
Okay,
know.
what's some internal judgment that you would like to turn off? Because that's really, you're like Melissa. He's more.
internal judgment?
Internal.
Yeah,
I
that's
would
what's.
execute faster.
That's good.
Yeah.
I don't know what it would be for me. I'm gonna be honest. I have no idea. Because I too don't care that much about outside judgment. So I feel like I'm doing most of the things with no regard on how other people feel. People that I don't care about, I guess. And when I say I don't care about, that have a very close part in my life. That's almost an I don't know. And maybe I wouldn't pay the government.
Hello? Come on, somebody.
If I didn't care about how they would feel about it, I would
Jail.
not pay. I would not
Low-key,
pay
the way
them.
taxes are set up be part of the reason I be living my life the way I do. Because I'd be like, I know who I ain't giving this money to.
Yeah.
Uncle Sam wasn't on that plane headed to Pittsburgh. Now you want to take 30%?
Yeah.
After
Yeah.
I done stayed at the Four Seasons, you can have what's left.
Punk ass.
Oh, somebody asked how I am a friend differently. You know what I do? I actually do try to do some deep diving and understanding who my friends are to meet them there, versus trying to befriend everyone where it looks the same. I really do try to tailor
Yeah, Angel
my friendships.
over friends.
I really be trying
No,
to.
She does.
It be
a
customized
lot.
as hell.
Like, especially from the outside looking in, Angel does a whole lot for somebody that does very little in reciprocity.
Which one?
Reciprocation.
Reciprocation.
I love a good. That's daddy's word.
Yeah,
That's
reciprocity.
I don't know.
And
Reciprocate.
what he
Love that
said,
word.
he
Y'all.
says.
That was fantastic. I was with it. That's my
Melissa's
dad's
dad
word.
said that to us.
3,000 times,
He
just
had
the
a
way
couple.
you did.
He had a couple things to drink. He was like, I gotta
Reciprocity.
Oh, girl.
reciprocate y'all.
Yeah,
Reciprocate. I love it.
It's his
thing
favorite
right now
word.
is LLC that. That's his other favorite thing.
LLC that.
Yeah. So I do friends differently. You should LLC that.
LLC that.
You should LLC that.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. You should
like
LLC
trademarking.
That's just a suggestion. That's your website name.
Yo, Josh, real quick, off the top, and my friends, they don't be trash. It's just they
I didn't
aren't.
say they was trash.
That's what you did. You said that they don't be doing that.
No, I said relative to what you do.
It's usually not tailored. They do all their friendships the same. So sometimes it does not benefit me in how they are a friend to me in that way. Side note, Josh, your parents are fine as hell.
Hello.
Your dad is
Listen,
really good looking, and so is your mom.
that's
Like I
really
had
fact.
seen your
I've
mom
been trying to
already.
see your mom. I ain't seen her yet.
She is
cute.
fine.
Stunning.
Okay.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, she's
Don't-
fun.
Then I
All
saw
plus
your
are
daddy. Then I saw Big Robert. When I saw Big Rob, I was like, oh, okay. That's
That's
why
why
you
Josh is
look
so
like
cute.
that. Right, like a cherub.
He got that. His dad is very handsome in a very masculine, I'm a man way. And his mom is just beautiful. And his guy was like, take that masculine, but take that beauty and get that baby to Joshy. And he get him a little beauty mode too, and then a great personality and sense of humor and music.
Love it. Love it. Love it.
Give him
Very
little
talented.
feats.
All right, you guys, we'll be
humble.
doing more questions. I didn't answer mine, ask mine, but we'll ask mine, but we'll save this for next week. And next week, we'll be mukbanging it with the charcuterie board. Not type the ones
not a
that
charcuterie
it's
board.
gonna be a charcuterie board on That Chick
What's
Angel
the charcuterie
TV.
board versus not one?
A charcuterie board is specifically
It's
about
'cause it has
meats,
cured meats and cheeses.
and them little
Man,
pickles
don't nobody
and
mess
stuff.
with cheese like that.
Put in.
Ain't no cheese gonna be on mine.
So you ain't gonna eat the wings if I put wings on the board.
I will. But
Okay.
Just don't call it charcuterie board.
And the only way you
Call
get a
it
wing-
wood.
But it's been pimped to just being food on a board.
Yeah,
I don't know. I want it to be
I wanna
right.
pimp it.
I want it to be respected from the culture it was.
I would potentially be a pimp.
What culture is it from?
I would be.
Well,
a
then
pimp
if that's
We
the
gonna
case,
change
I
it when
really
we want. Too many
isn't
people
it mostly
steal
the
our shit
cheese? I think
anyway.
we've added the meats, or is it the opposite?
I think it was mostly cheese. at
Yeah,
first.
that's what I'm saying. So
Cured meat.
you're
That's
not even
the
the
last thing black
original.
folk need. They need to put something else on there.
We doing the charcuterie
What is
board.
cured meat?
Angel,
Salted.
salted like
Not
Aged.
good for you to eat. I watched this
Yeah.
TikTok
Salted
dietitian.
aged.
She said you should not be eating that.
That's why I don't put it on my
What's
board.
uncured meat? Is it cured of something? Or is that
Sodium.
it is.
It's a lot of salt.
Cured means
Cured means
Preserved.
cured
Aged and
of
salted. Yeah.
the ability to get a heart attack.
so like lunch meat. Is that
No,
cured?
that's definitely heart attackable.
I'm learning what cured is.
I don't
We'll
know
look
what
it
cured
up.
means.
Cured
I
meat.
just
Charcuterie
made up a
board is
bunch
for
of
meat
stuff
and
just
cheese,
to
and not for
This
wings
is how
and
the
waffles.
internet works, okay? When you Google stuff, cured, heart attack. Cured,
is-
not heart
Did Greg
attack.
send you that
Sodium, not sodium. Yes.
Greg's videos, man. I could have
Greg be on a different part of the internet than the
He's
rest
great.
of us.
algorithm needs to be studied.
Oh,
His
So-
running
For real.
into glass though.
Tell us
I
what
do
it is.
Curing is the addition to meats of some combination of salt, sugar, nitrate, or nitrate for the purposes of preservation, flavor, or color.
boom.
Aged.
We ain't doing that. We gonna have some.
Cured is additives.
Yep. It's a
question
few.
Greg.
It's
My
a
question
food
is uncured.
preservation.
I'm like,
So
Greg,
uncured
fresh.
means
where you
no
getting this stuff
additional.
from?
So, like, if you were to cook a turkey and cut it, the meat that you're getting from it is not cured.
Correct.
Versus lunch meat is
It's
typically
cured.
cured. Okay. All right, you guys. We'll talk to you all next time. Be blessed. Bye.